Hi, I'm Tom Spiby, and you should go pluck yourself.
Hello, welcome to Go Pluck Yourself, the Actor's Pursuit. My name is Chris Gunn, and I'm laughing because I just got a photo from a friend of mine of a billboard or a bus stop or something for a commercial that I did recently in Melbourne, and it's hilarious. It's for this salami ad. Well, no, it's a small goods commercial that I did, which is ironic because I'm a vegetarian. But anyway, enjoy the puopolo ads that I did. They're very funny. Oh man. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here, guys. Oh, you know what? This is episode 10. We're in the double digits, guys. We're doing it. And I'm really excited about today's guest. I have a really interesting connection with this guest. His name is Tom Spiby. He's an actor from the UK, but he's lived in Adelaide for a long time now. But we both play Noel Gallagher. He plays Noel Gallagher in a really successful Oasis tribute band called Noasis, and I played Noel Gallagher in Better Man. So it was really fun to have him on and sort of bond over our Gallagher, experiences. Yeah, it's really cool. He's a great guy. He's a fantastic actor. I've seen him perform. I can definitely vouch for him. He's an amazing actor. He studied at Flinders Drama Centre. What else? He's just written his first short film, Core, which sounds amazing. It's like a drama about a drama, and I'm really keen to see what he does with that. Yeah, Tom Spiby. Make sure you check him out on Instagram at Tom Spiby. Check out Noasis, and also his film Core has an Instagram account. Make sure you follow at core_film. What did we talk about? He talked about his experience at drama school. We talk about songwriting and making content. We basically just get really nostalgic about music and bands and things like that. And guys, I haven't plugged this in a little while, but if you enjoy this show, if it brings you entertainment, if it makes you feel a little less alone in your creative endeavors, you can support the show by subscribing to the Patreon, patreon.com/gopluckyourselfpod, and signing up as a patron for as little as $5 a month. And it's not much, but it really does help keep this show going. I do all this myself. I love it, but it's a lot of work. So your support really means a lot to me, guys. And if you can't afford to sign up as a patron, that's fine. At the bare minimum, like this, follow, subscribe, and share this episode on your story or whatever. Just help me get this podcast out there. It really does help. Thanks for all your support so far, guys. All right, let's get to the episode. Tom Spiby, he's an amazing actor. I can't wait to see what he does with his film Core. Keep an eye out for that. Give him a follow on Instagram at Tom Spiby. Check him out, guys. All right, please enjoy my very fun chat with the very talented Tom Spiby. You've been watching?
I have been watching.
I know you have.
I've been listening, and then actually, when I watched the YouTube, then I saw in the corner that you've got the Noel Gallagher Epiphone, the Union Jack.
Yes, yeah. It's not actually that small. It's just really far away.
Well, he is quite small. Actually.
He is, yeah. He's quite the hands.
Petite man.
Yeah, dude. And that's about it. And the Oasis poster, that's about all the Oasis paraphernalia that I have.
It's good.
Yeah, dude. How's your morning been, bro? We'll get into Oasis and Noasis and all that stuff.
Of course. It's been good. I went for a run.
Good on you, man.
I have a little track like near my house, and we have like pull-up bars and stuff. So I sort of, in my head, I was like doing a mini high rocks, like the high rocks.
Yeah.
So I was doing like pull-ups, and then I did a couple laps, and then did some more. And
yeah, nice. I went to the gym at 5
Did you?
a.m.
Today?
Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah, well, wasn't my idea.
Oh, no?
Yeah.
You get dragged along?
Well, I'm the one with the car. If she wants to go, I also want to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's quite good,
No,
though.
it's good. It motivates me. It gets me out of bed and moving.
It does.
You know what we did last weekend? I'm not one-upping you, sorry.
I got up at 5.
This is, yeah.
I ran 20
Oh, did you? You went for a little run, did you? Good on you, mate, yeah. What time did you get up?
I got up earlier than you, I bet.
We did do a half marathon last weekend.
Oh, in the city to be.
Yeah. It was fun. In the
saw
rain.
that, actually,
It was
yeah.
good. Yeah.
How'd you go?
I loved it, yeah.
Good.
You know, we weren't going at a really fast pace. We're going at a decent pace just to achieve it.
Yeah.
And I think the thing about running a long distance is it's not necessarily that hard if you're, relatively fit. It's just really boring, After like 17 Ks, you're like, all right,
Yeah.
that's enough.
And do you run out of songs as well?
Yeah, well, we got to about 12K and then Sono was running next to me.
Yeah.
I had my headphones in the whole time, Fontaine's DC.
Nice.
And eventually she just tapped me. She's like, I'm bored. I'm like, yeah, it's boring.
Oh, no.
So we just chatted. So we're going fast, like slow enough to be able to chat. So I really loved it. Yeah.
Good.
And we were drenched. It was like pissing down with rain.
Yeah.
Just wringing out our shirts. It was good fun.
Mm.
And she was so stoked. Like the first 3 kilometers, she was just smiling nonstop.
Oh.
Like it's her first
Event.
official event, and
Yeah.
she was just taking it in, and it was adorable. I loved it.
nice.
Just watching it, and was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, this is awesome."
Doing it together would be nice.
Yeah, it was really nice, man. Yeah,
I want to try and do it like next year or something. Every year I'm always like, yeah,
Do it, man.
I'll like, I'll
What's
do
the
it, but-
furthest you've ever run in one go?
I normally do 5Ks on the weekend.
Yeah, nice.
My mum does like park run. Have you ever heard of park run?
Yeah.
So there's like a park run right near my house.
Yeah.
And we do that, but I never really run more than that. I only do about 10K probably has been my max.
Yeah, because it's boring after that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's boring much earlier than that.
It
actually.
is.
Yeah. So what else is happening?
What is happening? I am in the middle of doing pre-production for my film that I've written.
Yeah, dude.
Core?
Yeah, I'm so excited to hear about this.
Yeah.
Tell us about Core.
Well, it's been a long time coming.
Mhm.
I sort of wrote a really early version about a year out of Drama Centre, and I was looking for jobs, as we all do, and I was sort of like, oh, well, I really want to showcase my sort of musicality and also my acting as well, and I just wrote this thing.
Hell yeah.
And it was a piece of shit, and it's taken a long time, and a lot of people have looked over it and offered advice, which I'm very grateful for.
How good, yeah.
And we've got a team together now, and we're shooting early next year. So
nice.
it's all coming together. Hell yeah, I'm really
man.
excited.
Oh,
Man.
I'm so happy to hear it. And can you tell us what it's about?
Yeah, so it's about a drummer, and he lives with his single mum, and they are sort of down on their luck. They're not in a super great financial position, and he sort of comes across this opportunity to audition for this academy, which he thinks will sort of set him up to be a great musician and ultimately have the money to give him and his mum a great life.
Yeah.
But he gets to the audition and realizes that there's an audition fee and he can't afford anything. So then he borrows and steals, and there's a bit of sort of a test of his morals.
Yeah.
I have influences from Good Time and also from like Sound of Metal.
Yeah.
So there's lots of crime, and there's lots of really sort of dark and dark themes.
Yeah, nice.
So when I was thinking about the film, I was like, oh, what do I want it to sort of visually look like and feel like? And I thought, Sound of Metal.
Yeah.
I love Riz Ahmed as well.
Yes,
he's
so
such
good.
a good actor.
Yeah.
And that's quite dark as well, as opposed to Whiplash, which is quite jazz and quite sort of specific.
Yeah.
Sound of Metal's a bit darker, a bit sort of more violent.
Yes.
So
Yeah, because Sound of Metal's not so much, you don't actually hear that much music in Sound of Metal. It's,
correct. It's more about him and
It's so internal and
so that's sort of the vibe.
Yeah, love
is
it.
Sound of Metal
Nice.
and crossed with Good Time. So if they had like a film child,
this will be it. Oh,
hopefully it's something like that.
Are you acting in it?
I'm acting in it. Yep.
Nice.
I've got a director, DOP, producer. I've got a whole team
Hell
set
yeah.
together. So
It's such a good idea. Obviously, you're writing a film that an interesting story that you've got, mulling around your head, but you're doing such a good thing in terms of making something that you want to see, but also giving yourself a platform to showcase your work in terms of your acting, your writing, and your musicianship as well. I'm envious, man. I wish I had it in me, but
Man,
it's so good.
I tell you what, though,
Love to
I
hear
think
it.
this whole process has been so much more valuable than just the film itself, because it's opened up so many more doors,
Yeah.
so many more sort of opportunities for writing, I think, as well, and sort of story and ideas. And I've got this like hostage hospital situation that I want to shoot as well, and all these little
nice.
sort of things that just sort of appear.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
think
really
once you
cool.
open the floodgates and like give yourself permission to do it and show yourself that you can do it, and that a team will gather around you to support you, you realize like the opportunities are kind of endless, and you can really run with any idea that you've got. You know, it's not just an idea. Then you can actually make something from nothing, which is so exciting. Is Core a feature or a short?
Core is a short.
Nice.
Yeah, we're going for about 10 minutes. I hear on the sort of festival grapevine that 8 to 12 is sort of like the sweet spot.
Yeah.
And that was quite tricky as well, sort of having a story that you have dynamic characters, but also, you know, people that you can empathize with, and a story that's not too, you know, sort of out there so people can follow, and that's tricky. In 10 minutes, that is so hard, you know.
Yeah, I know. From the sort of synopsis that you've given me, that's I can't even imagine how you fit all that in 10 minutes. So.
Yeah.
But maybe it'll lead to a feature.
Well, look, yeah, you never know. Or
I hope so.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Are you interested in directing?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
I think I can't quite act yet. I've not sort of mastered that part yet.
That's a lie. I don't think you know yourself. I've seen you act.
Thank you, man. Well, look, I certainly want to sort of give acting a proper go.
Yeah.
And sort of try and include myself and sort of spread my wings.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if the opportunity comes further down the line when I've got the experience behind me, then yeah, maybe. What about you? Would you?
Me?
Yeah. Would you want to direct?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do when I studied filmmaking 15 years ago.
No, that's good. That's not long.
Which is wild because I must have been 5 because I'm only 20.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I can play 20. That's my
course you can.
stage age. But yeah, I always wanted to be a director, and I went to film school to do that, and I just kind of got disheartened by the industry at some point around 2010. I was volunteering on a lot of films, and I was hungry, like literally hungry, because you just put so much time into just doing stuff for nothing, and so I just had to go and follow a different career just to, you know, survive.
Yeah.
So I put it on the back burner, like filmmaking, I put it on the back burner. And I always said, I'm not going to work I just always thought I'd leave it as a hobby for myself one day, which is what I'm doing now. So it's taken me 15 years to actually start doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went to music and then acting, and filmmaking is sort of making its way back into my heart again, which is kind of cool. Just by default, because of all the, you know, the content that you have to make for yourself. You know?
Exactly. I think that's the thing nowadays, isn't it? We spoke about it before. Just outside. It's like you can't just be an actor anymore.
No.
You have to be a director and be a cinematographer and be a editor. And you have to know all these things, because when self-tapes are so sort of trivial, you know what I mean? You hear stories about how casting directors will look at the thumbnail, and if the thumbnail doesn't attract them, then you know they'll move on. So it's sort of, it's so, you know, you have to be
I see what you mean.
a jack of all trades.
Yeah,
you know, nowadays.
you do.
It's not just,
it's more than just the self tape, and it's really the whole package. It is a lot of work to be an actor, and there's not a whole lot of guarantee that anything will happen. You know, and it's like being a full-time actor doesn't necessarily mean you are acting full-time. It means you are full-time marketing yourself and staying really active, and it's constant. It's 24 hours a day, you know.
It is.
Which is exhausting and very daunting for new actors, I would think.
Definitely. When I went to drama school, obviously all my teachers grew up in the industry in a different time.
Yeah.
So social media wasn't around, and, you know, we have these questions of what's the best way to market myself? What's the best way to, you know, put myself out there, and they don't really have an answer, because you know what I mean?
That's a great point, because it's one of those things, like it's an industry that evolves so quickly. It's like it's the same with like tech, right? Like the camera that I bought 10 years ago was obsolete in about a year.
Yeah.
But like but the acting industry or the film industry, and now it's like, who knows what's going to happen with it now? I'm terrified of what's
AI.
you know, it's evolving so quickly. So it is kind of hard to advise students on what to do and how to go about it. So yeah, I mean, fair play to them. You know, you can only teach so much, but it's maybe the best lesson you can get from any school or any advice you can sort of receive is that you have to sort of stay on your toes and stay sort of updated and evolve with the industry and problem solve constantly, think outside the box constantly and be prepared for the worst, you know?
Yeah. But also in that, it's just remembering who you are as well.
Yeah.
I think because doing all that's fine, but unless you are building a brand that is, you know, in parallel to who you are and your sort of artistic preferences, then it feels too artificial. It feels, you know, and then you end up cringing yourself at what you're doing because it just doesn't feel you.
Yeah, because I think ultimately you're doing this because you're chasing something that you enjoy. And if you're trying to please whatever audience is sort of gravitating towards you, you're just going to end up sort of on you know, diverting onto this weird path where you've evolved into something that's not quite yourself.
Yeah.
And ultimately, you know, you have to protect the artist, you know.
But what I think is so interesting is that, you know, you can market yourself as you really like indie music, for example, and that's sort of like, you know, you dress a certain way, which is maybe reflective of the type of style you like, or you know what I mean? And once you've established that brand, in my head, I'm then thinking, well, do people only see you as that one thing? You know, I want to be able to act in do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
okay, like typecasting kind
almost,
of.
It's like you create a brand for yourself, but then are you typecasting yourself by doing that? You know, to the industry. So it's quite a tricky thing to sort of balance, you know?
I think that comes down to sort of finding your voice. And when you first start putting work out there or getting work, you know, if anyone happens to be watching, people sort of, they'll put you in their own little boxes, I think. But I think that's why you write one thing and then you just write the next thing and just let it evolve, and the audience can catch up if they want to. But they will become attached to the first ideas that they see of you and the boxes that they make for you, they put you in. And I think it's only difficult for them to move on, you know. For yourself, you know, you have to be, exactly. You have to be evolving all the time because we're changing all the time as people.
That's true.
I mean, it's like when a new band comes out, like the Strokes, right? Everybody hated their second album because they wanted "Is This It" again, and they're like, "Well, that was how we were feeling then. You know, this is how we're feeling now." And so each album is going to be a brand new audience. You know, but all the guys that liked the music right at the start, they wanted it to be the same the whole way through. You know, nobody ever likes the second album. You know,
unless you're Oasis.
Unless
your second album is Morning Glory, which is the greatest album of all time.
Well, do you want to talk about Oasis?
Yeah, all right.
Because we have an interesting connection here, and I feel like you've earned yours way more than I did. I kind of fell into mine.
A movie playing in, man. Come on.
But I'm not taking any sort of ownership.
You got the wig there, man. I can
that
see it.
That was just for the reels, you know.
Was it?
Yeah, that's not. They didn't use that in the movie.
Oh, okay.
No, that was my real hair in the film. I had hair.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I know. It wasn't that
That's
long
good.
ago.
Typecasting.
It fell out real quick.
The stress of
the
playing.
Stress of waiting for the film to come out. Yeah. No, but we have a common connection, which is interesting. So what is that? Tell me about your connection to Oasis.
Well, I'm in an Oasis tribute band.
Yeah.
Called Noasis. And I play Noel Gallagher live on stage. So
how funny is that?
It's quite funny that we've got another Noel Gallagher, two Noel Gallaghers.
Yeah, and just for anyone that doesn't know, I banged the drum a lot, but I played Noel Gallagher in Better Man.
Correct.
For about 10 seconds.
Still, you were there, man.
Yeah.
And Robbie Williams had some nice things to say about you.
He did.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
But how funny is that? We're both Noel Gallaghers.
I know.
When did we meet? Because I wonder if that came up. It wouldn't have been out yet when we first met.
No.
I can't remember.
We first met, I remember, we met in Ernmally.
Oh,
and we were watching.
Bar.
Yeah, we were watching, there was like a showing of essay shorts.
Yeah.
Done by a repeater. Productions.
Repeated Productions.
And I remember we were chatting, and you were like, "Hey man, like, so what do you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, I play in a band. I'm playing this thing called Noasis." And you're like, "Oh, that's sick, man. Hey, I just played Noel Gallagher in this film." And I was like,
such a fucking flex.
Okay,
dude.
man.
Oh yeah, and I ran a half marathon last weekend. How far did you run?
5 a.m. actually. What time did you fucking get up?
What time did you do your facial ice bath, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
but
funny.
we'd followed each other on Instagram for a while, I think.
Yeah,
I was like,
so-
man, who's this guy? He's cool as, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
Likewise, man. I mean, you're not often someone tells you that they've, played a part in such a big movie as well. Especially at the time, because
So
I sort
weird,
of
eh?
didn't, you told me and I was like, oh, yeah, cool. And then, as we do, we don't hear about the film for ages.
Yeah.
And then eventually it drops and it's like, oh shit, that's actually
I kind of
such a
forgot
big
about
deal.
it. It was like 3 years.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah, post-production took like 3 years or something.
Well, all the VFX and that.
Yeah. I mean, huge VFX heavy film.
Where did they shoot
it's
that?
wild.
Can you say?
Melbourne and the UK.
Oh, you didn't go to the UK?
No,
did you?
I shot my scene in Melbourne. Yeah, it was sweet. Chucked me in a hotel for a week just for my 1 day on set.
It's cool, man.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
It was really fun. So tell me about Noasis though. So
Yeah.
it's like probably one of the, I don't know, but I would think it's one of the biggest Oasis tribute bands in the world.
Yeah, well, I'd certainly say so.
I reckon, eh?
Yeah.
Because you guys were originally based in the UK, as in okay, hold on.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, tell me. Sorry, man. Yeah,
No,
you
you're
tell
right.
me. You tell me.
I'll give you the origin story.
Yeah.
So it's 1996. Oasis are sort of on the come up / in their peak. And everyone wants to see them. And all the tickets are selling way too quick. So my dad said, I've got an idea. We'll create an Oasis tribute band and we'll play the songs and people will come and can celebrate and, sing along.
Yeah.
And it did really well for quite a few years.
It started that long ago.
Yeah, in 96. I remember
That's wild, man.
the first gig they played was on the same night as Oasis, and they sold out to 500 people on their first gig. Because the demand was there for it.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
How old are you?
23.
So you weren't
I wasn't alive. No.
born.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What happened?
So yeah, he did it for a couple of years and then sort of moved on.
Yeah.
And some of the original members stayed on, and
Yeah.
they'd found a new Liam, and they were doing their thing.
Right.
And eventually they've left, but there's still an Oasis in the UK.
A Noasis.
Yeah, a Noasis in the UK.
Yeah.
But Dad, when we moved here to Australia, he reformed it about 5 years ago. And did a couple gigs for about a year, did all right.
Yeah.
And then Noel Gallagher sort of parted ways, and then he asked me to come along, and it was just like, just come play the chords and, we'll just chill out. And if you're any good, then, we might keep you for a bit. It was more so like, well, you're just a placeholder until we find, someone that could fill that role. And then,
Wow. So did your dad always play Liam?
Yeah.
And did he do, when was their first album?
94 maybe? 96 was when they played Nebworth. So it was quite a big year.
Okay. So, but everyone knew about his mannerisms and everything, because I was wondering whether your dad had perfected all the, the stance and the
I think the
voice
stance has been there, since day one. But I think,
because he nails it now, man. It's awesome. And he chucks in his bucket hat and his Q Parker.
Parker, man. He's got all the gear.
Yeah.
He does.
So what about guitar? When did you start playing guitar?
A long time ago. I don't actually know how long. But Dad taught me sort of the first few chords and that.
Was it Wonderwall?
It was the chords of Wonderwall, but I don't know if it was.
It was in a different order.
It's in a different key.
Which is most. Oh, okay. All right. So it was Wonderwall, but yeah.
Maybe.
All right, yeah. That's everyone's first song, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Smoke on the Water, just on the E string,
Yeah.
Classics. Yeah, he taught me how to play guitar, and then I just used YouTube, man.
Yeah.
A lot of self-taught videos.
And did you play any other instruments?
Not at the time. Recently, I've extended a little bit.
Yeah.
I can sort of play a bit of piano, a bit of drums. And,
nice.
What about you? You got a few?
Me? I've got
a few instruments around?
Yeah, this is a museum.
This is the den, man.
Chris Gunn Museum in here.
The relics.
And I'm
on
the
the
only
wall.
customer.
Yeah.
I was sitting here, I'm like, wow, what a life.
It's nice.
I started playing piano when I was 4.
Wow.
And I was getting lessons when I was about 9 or 10. And then I lost interest because my teacher was just boring. My dad was teaching me Beethoven. Like,
Wow.
you know, Moonlight Sonata, which I think
Yeah.
it's like pretty standard. It's not easy, but like
No, it's not
a lot of
easy.
people can play it, right? It's a good one to learn, right? Dad taught me that. He taught me everything. My dad, he's a legend, right? And probably when I was about 13, my parents bought me a guitar, and I did lessons for a year and then lost interest, and my guitar just sat next to me for a year. And maybe about 14, I picked it up again. Well, I don't know if the timeline's a bit
Was
messed
it
up there.
acoustic or electric? Or
No, it was a
Strat?
It was one of those like Fender Squire, you know,
Yeah,
cheap
Squire.
copy,
But like
thingos.
a Strat.
Yeah, Strat,
Yeah,
Squire
yeah.
thing, yeah,
Same.
yeah,
I
yeah.
had
They're
like,
great, yeah.
Little 3/4 like red one.
Oh,
little
really?
Squire, little
Yeah,
mini
sick.
thing.
Yeah, I had like my parents got this like $600 like
The kit, like
the kit with the little amp and
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
But after a year of not touching it, we had this builder come to do an extension on our place, right? He's an old friend of my mum's, and he's this like old British geezer, man, and he was like an old rocker. He like toured with the Who and stuff.
What?
Yeah. Like in whatever band he was playing in.
Yeah.
Phil. He was funny as, but he would come over and be like,
Phil.
"You playing that guitar, mate?" Yeah. And I was like, No, not really. But he brought over a DVD, Live at Slane Castle, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and I put that on, and he's like, "You got to watch this, man." And I put that on, and I just fell in love. I was like the energy on the stage and the running around and like the nakedness and like just
Nakedness,
the I don't know, Flea, you know.
Flea, man,
I was like,
yeah.
I want to do this. And I was just jumping around the lounge room just watching this DVD at like 14 years old, just like obsessed with the energy of that concert. And so then I just started looking up tabs and watching YouTube. Well, no, YouTube wasn't even around then. That's how old I am. But looking up tabs online and like downloading music videos off LimeWire and stuff, you know, before, yeah.
Wow.
Early internet, you know. Yeah. And just like learning by ear. And I'd sit in my room for 7 hours a night just playing Chili Pepper songs. Yeah. So that was my like those
Beginning.
are my those are my boys, you know.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
loved it. I just was obsessed, and now it's sort of, I don't listen to the Chili's much anymore, but like they always have a place in my heart, you know.
Chili's,
Yeah.
man, yeah.
Yeah.
Funk.
Yeah, I loved it. I just like
Right.
jump around my room and just pretend to play my guitar and stuff. I loved it.
You reminded me of this story, or this like, it was really funny. I think my mum's got a video somewhere, but it was like, when I was a lot younger, my parents were really into the like Chili's, like Rage as well, Rage Against the Machine.
Yes,
and
I
like
love, yeah.
Metallica and Nirvana. So I got quite
Yeah.
sort of like an early education
Yeah,
in
dude.
like rock.
Yeah.
And there's this video of like me and my brother, and I'm in like this wetsuit, but I've got this like guitar, and for some reason we had these like huge wigs, like huge afro wigs.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
don't know why, but my brother and I are in like matching like wetsuits, and we're just playing, and they've got Killing the Name in the background, and we're just like throwing our head at
Yeah,
it. It's just,
dude.
yeah.
How
You just
good.
reminded me of that. Yeah, God.
Oh, there was something when I listened to that older music. It's something in me, that energy just comes
is.
back. Like when I listen to System of a Down or Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just feel so happy, you know. And even Chili Peppers, like, I'm just I feel like such an old fogey now, you know.
What?
I don't know. Like when I
No,
listen
it's
to
good.
those old bands. Oh, although my sister-in-law Muskan, who's in the other room there, you know, she moved over from Nepal like 2 years ago, and she'd never heard of System of a Down. And like one day we were on a road trip, and I was cranking it, and I'm like screaming like, "Father!" She's like, "What the hell?" And I'm like,
going on?
"Father, tell your ass." But Muskan knows every System of a Down song now. She knows all the lyrics because she just like got fully obsessed with them. And she comes home now, opens the door, and she just coming in like, "What are you saying about?"
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I'm so proud too.
That's
I'm
it.
like, this is what it was.
An
This is
education.
what it's all about, man.
It's
Yeah,
a proper education in music. Yeah.
I love it, man. Yeah. So what other bands did you grow up on? Like Oasis, obviously Oasis was the band, right?
Oasis was, I listened to it a lot. I think not consciously though, it was sort of always on in the background.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
definitely Chili's. Definitely, I listened to Nirvana. I remember my mum bought me like the Nirvana Greatest Hits album for like one of my young birthdays, and put it in my CD player and would just like listen to it on repeat and stuff. And Metallica.
Yeah.
Really like I'm quite grateful to have such a good education in music from like quite early on. I feel like that influences a lot of my taste.
Bro.
And there's something about the production back then, in the 90s, where it was just raw, and it is that energy that you're on about, where it's just like it wasn't overproduced and it wasn't super electronic. You've got all analog gear and it's all, you know what I mean? Everything's got a purpose, and it's just energy and passion.
I miss it, man. I don't know, I'm happy to stay in this bubble of nostalgia and never move on, to be honest. Like, I don't know what's going to happen in the future with art and music and film, but I'm quite happy to live in this world.
Hit pause right now.
Never leave this room. You know?
It's good. Posters and everything. That's it.
Like, this is the 90s,
the vibe.
2000s, you know? So how'd you fall into acting then?
So I grew up in the UK. I was born in a place called Derbyshire, and I attended this thing called Stagecoach, which was like a 3-hour block on a Saturday, and it was like an hour of singing, an hour of dancing, an hour of acting.
Nice.
And it was really good, and I feel like that was quite foundational for me. And they used to have these like pin boards where they would put up like general auditions, and so walking into the building you could like look and be like, oh, there's like this musical on, and you'd put your name on the board, and then it was almost like an agency almost built into the school as well.
Oh, sick.
So that was really cool. So I did a lot of musical theatre. I did a lot of touring musical theatre in like London and Buxton and Nottingham.
Wow.
So I did like,
wow, you must have been quite young then.
Really young.
How old were you?
8, 9, 7, 8.
Wow.
9. I played like
that's awesome, man.
I was in like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and like played like one of the little like sewer kids. And I was in like Wind in the Willows and Beauty and the Beast.
Mate, classics.
I don't know, just touring musicals, but that's where it started. And then we moved here, and I did it in school, but not as much.
How old were you when you moved here?
11.
Right. Straight to Adelaide or?
Straight to Adelaide.
Yeah.
I have family that are here, so it was quite an easy jump.
Yeah.
But I didn't really do acting sort of whilst I did it in school, but I didn't do it outside of school. I didn't take acting lessons or anything like that. I was really sport orientated.
Really?
Yeah. I used to play basketball, and I used to swim, and I used to play water polo, and it was pretty committed to all of that. So that was cool. And in terms of like career and that, I didn't really think about going to drama centre or like studying really until I was in halfway through year 12. And the audition tape that Dacre Montgomery did for Billy for Stranger Things. So there was a time sort of about 5 years ago where that was everywhere. It was on my Facebook, and I watched it, and I was like, wow, this is incredible. It's dynamic, you know. And then I like stalked him, and I saw that he went to Whopper, and I was like, oh, what's that? Like, I don't. And then I saw that it was a performing arts school, and I was like, oh shit, you can actually go and like study this. Like, this is a thing that people do. You don't just fall into a movie. So that was it. On that day, I like changed my mind that I didn't want to be a physio or sort of work in sport anymore. I wanted to follow my true passion.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
So
and then you went to Flinders Drama Centre.
I did. I went to Flinders.
And here you are.
And here we are.
But you mentioned before that you feel like you're only just figuring out the acting thing. I've seen you perform, man.
Have you?
I haven't seen any films you're in though. Have you done many films?
I've done a few. It's funny. It's that thing. I did quite a few last year, but they're only sort of.
Oh yeah. You haven't seen any of them yet. Yeah.
So I've got one in AF. It's called Into the Earth.
Oh, Benji's in there.
Yeah. He played my dad.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Oh, can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Good.
Me too.
Yeah.
So I got that, and I did some other work for like the Samstag exhibition that they've got going on, which is all about masculinity and stuff. So I've been really lucky this year. I've done quite a few projects. It's just sort of they're trickling through and getting through post.
So
and
yeah. Well, I saw you in The Ugly One.
Yes.
That was so good.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. You were like such a talented ensemble, man. Like I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah,
man.
were you?
Yeah. I felt bad for a minute. I was laughing so loud. And like the stage,
It's quite intimate, wasn't it? It was
it's
quite a,
right there. Yeah, I mean, it's not really a stage; it's just a floor.
Yeah.
and we're just surrounding you.
Yeah, we're
I
introverts.
could touch you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was laughing so hard. I was like, I had to stop myself a minute. Oh shit, they can hear all this. I should probably just chill out a little bit. It was so good.
I thought I heard your voice.
What the fuck is this shit? Should we
Why is
go?
Gracey here? No, it was good. It's a really good play.
Really good, man. I loved it. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, and I miss doing that. I think, when you train in theatre predominantly, you know, and to jump to film, it's quite jarring.
It is. Yeah, it's so different. Eh?
Yeah. And I'm really lucky to be able to do theatre, and I want to keep doing it. And
Good, man.
Yeah, it's really.
You had a great presence on the stage, man. Yeah,
Thanks.
It was awesome. You played like multiple characters. How many characters did you play?
We all played 2, except for James Starbuck. He played Letter, which was the main
guy. Yeah,
the ugly one.
yeah.
He was the ugly one. Yeah.
Yeah, but the shift, I found the shift between characters was so clear, and the scene changes and even the time jumps was so clear. It was like just the change in mannerisms and like posture, and it was instant. And you could tell, like, the audience knew exactly where we were. It was really well done, man. Yeah.
That's good. I think, I'm not sure how it is for you, but I really like physicality. And I feel like for my characters, I sort of start there.
Yeah.
I'm quite a physical person. And then sort of, if I can figure out how they walk or how they sort of sit and hold them. Yeah, physicality is quite a big thing for me. I played, we did this movement piece and I played Skellig, who was this like decrepit old man, and he's actually an angel, but he's living in this kid's garage, like this basement, and he keeps getting fed all this like Chinese food. But anyway, we had to do this assignment where we had to film sort of us playing like these characters.
Yeah.
And that for me was just like, it was the best. And like just sort of holding my body and holding my hands, thinking about how, you know, if it's an animal, how do they, you know, how do they operate? How do they sort of look and use their features of their body to sort of communicate or not communicate or move, you know? It was quite a valuable experience.
That at Flinders? That was
that was at Flinders, yeah.
Oh,
it's good, man.
So many things I feel like I missed out on, and I'm glad I'm doing this because I get to hear about them all. And
absolutely,
you don't know what you don't know, and you don't know what you haven't tried. You know what I mean? So it's so interesting.
Yeah, I'd say so. But then there's always the grass is always green on the other side. I feel like I have much less experience in film and sort of relationships and that. You know, the Flinders is quite a solitary thing. You know, you've got a class of 12 people, and you have your family. And generally the rules are that you shouldn't be auditioning externally.
Yes, yeah.
It's isolated, but it's for a good reason. They have a sort of outlook on the experience that we don't want to enter you into the world as a Flinders graduate until you're fully prepared. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. I love Flinders.
Good.
And
I'm so glad.
I was lucky to do a bit of music as well.
What, at Flinders?
I was lucky to do some scoring of plays and stuff.
No.
And
yes, because you do that, right? You
score films. Like, so I'd do production in general. Make beats. I do a bit of it all. But I was lucky to sometimes the play that we were acting in, they were like, we need music, and would you be interested in doing that? So
hell yeah.
Yeah.
So do you write, aside from like scoring, do you write your own music for yourself? Like,
yeah, I try to. I'd say I'm more of a musician producer than a lyricist / artist. I really like melody, and my brain sort of hears melody before lyrics. I don't know about you. Do you hear?
I was talking about this with my sister today.
Yeah, really,
because she's learning the drums, and she's like she's finding it really hard because she said she never really noticed drums in music before.
Wow.
And I found that really interesting because I don't know lyrics either. I know
you don't notice them.
I don't notice, and I was saying to her, like, when I listen to music, even my favorite bands, I couldn't tell you what the lyrics are. I was singing along, but if you took the music away, I'd just be going, no. Like, I know the melody.
Yeah.
But it's I'm listening to the beat and all the layers of all the different
the synths
instrumentation.
and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the placement of the actual instruments. Like,
I've done a bit of work with artists who write their own stuff, and we sort of collaborate. And we'll make songs and they're like, oh, I don't really know what I'm sort of saying there. And I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. I'm just focusing on like synth 3 and making sure that the high end comes through and you know what I mean? So it's quite an interesting collaboration in that respect.
Do you write lyrics?
Yeah, I write lyrics.
Yeah, see, that was always my downfall.
No, not a lyricist.
Well, I probably could, but it's where I felt most self-conscious.
Sure.
Conscious.
Yeah, self-conscious.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Well, it is. It's quite.
See what I mean? I don't even know if I'm saying the right words when I'm in a conversation. Yeah. Self-conscious.
Well, it is. It's quite
a good example.
I guess maybe it's because of Oasis and that, but some of the lyrics in that are quite nonsensical anyway. So
that does it gives you license to just do whatever the hell you want.
A little bit. So I guess that's where I sort of started, was like, just sort of like
just get anything down.
Yeah, and then make it sort of match to the sibilance of the drums or the melody. Or sort of.
That's probably how most songwriters work, isn't it? Like just
they
sort of start with the mumble, and I mean, look at Ketis.
Yeah,
he doesn't even move on from the mumble. He just goes, "That'll do."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I always got caught in the comparison thing, with music. I mean, I was playing music for years, but I only ever did covers, and I built a pretty good following on Instagram with it and YouTube, and then I kind of hit a brick wall because then I realized, okay, I've got a bit of an audience, but I really got nothing to show them, and I just couldn't write music. I probably could, but I never really put the work into it, and I just kept hitting blocks with comparison. And so props to you for just starting and starting to write your own melodies and beats and stuff.
Yeah, I've made songs, but they're very easily scrapped. I don't know about you. I'll like pull up a project and I'll do a 2-hour stint and I'll record all this stuff and like harmonies and that, and then I'll sort of sit back and I'll go, well, that is awful.
Yeah.
It's just like I just quit the project and never sees the light of day.
I hope they're still there though.
A few of them are.
I hope you save them.
A few of them, yeah. And I go back occasionally and I go, oh yeah, that was all right. Maybe I'll use that later one day.
I think that's a good way to work.
Yeah.
Not everything you make is going to be good.
I think Ed Sheeran had a really good analogy where he was like, as a songwriter or as an artist, you'll have a tap, and once you open the valve, you'll get a lot of dirty water coming through, and you've just got to get it out the way because eventually you'll get to clean water. So it's sort of like that thing of just do it, just keep doing it. It might be terrible, it might be the worst thing ever, but you'll learn incrementally and you'll get better, and you'll eventually get to the good stuff. So
I think I turned the tap off before the water
well, turn it on.
Came out clean. Yeah. I need to turn it back on. Yeah. I mean, I've got the facilities now,
Yeah.
No, my cousin is an amazing producer. He's like,
is he? Yeah.
He's a hip hop guy, right? And he's a genius. But we started making some songs together, and there's a few that have like the starts of ideas, right? And then there's one that we actually finished really quickly. It was the first one we worked on, and we finished the whole thing in 2 weeks. Without ever being in the same room. We just bounced ideas, sent files to each other. Yeah. And I mean, he did all the work. I was just adding bass and guitar and some vocals and stuff. But he put the song together. He did the theme music for this show.
Do you know what? Yeah. Every time I listen to this, I'm like, I want to ask Chris, who's the voice and who made the beat? And there you go. Who is the voice?
The voice is Muskan.
Yeah, really?
The go. Pluck yourself. Yeah, that's Muskan. That's my sister-in-law. Cool. Yeah, I always drag her into my little, like she's in a lot of the Better Man reels I made. When she pulls my bucket hat off and grabs the guitar in that first one.
Nice.
And she threw the bucket of water on the window when I did the windows. Yeah, so I'm always dragging her into my things. And sometimes I'll be in here and I'll be like, do you know how to do like a what's that dolly shot from Jaws? That famous like.
It's like you zoom out, but you're also pulling in.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's called.
I don't know what it's
cinematographers.
Called
what's that called?
Totally.
Oh, like it's like a focus pull, but they're also moving. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to do that, and so I was like teaching her how to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you gotta zoom out while you pull it back. And I'm like, don't worry about zooming out. I'll just track it in post. And she's just getting annoyed at me because I'm like, no, hold it straight. Anyway,
I feel bad for family members or people that are connected to actors or content people because they're
stop whatever you're doing
It's like,
I need to make this very arbitrary thing that's all about me.
Yeah,
right now, and you're involved. Yeah,
exactly. It's like I've got my setup. I would say to my brother, I'm like, I need to frame up.
Yeah.
It's like, I need to say much
what are you
anymore.
doing? Stop.
Nothing.
Get in here. Yeah.
Frame up. Come on, make me look good.
Put your entire life on hold for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Muskan did the voice, and
Yeah, cool.
I was very picky with the music though for Nick. Like, he's very patient with me. I've sent him a lot of reference tracks, and I was like, no, like this. And then he would send me something. I'm like, no, I changed my mind. Not that one, something else. And so in the end, I just played the bass line.
Did you?
And I sent that to him like, this is the tempo, this is the bass line, and do anything else you want to it. And he added the drums and all the samples and stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's the one, boy.
It's cool.
Good shit. Yeah, he's very talented. Yeah, he's great. So I need to do more work with him. I'll show you the song after this. I'm really proud of it. And it's the first time that an idea for like a section of the song has come to me. Like, I could just hear it. It's never happened before. It was like hell, like Led Zeppelin moment, you know.
Struck by lightning.
Just like wrote Stairway to Heaven in my dream, you know. No, I remember I was in the shower, and so the song just kind of repeats the chorus. Like, you know, there's verses and a few choruses. And to end the song, we just kind of repeated the chorus a couple of times. And I was like, nah, we can't just do that. It's so lazy. We need like a little interlude or something, you know. And I was in the shower, and the melody and the lyrics came to me in the shower, and I was like, holy shit, it's happened. I like run out and grab my guitar, and I'm like, grab my notes, and I'm like singing into my phone, figured out the chords and guitar, and just
voice notes.
Yeah,
that's
best,
it.
Yeah. And I was like, Nick, I got it, man, I got it.
Yeah, send it across. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah. Yeah, no. Oh, no, he was stoked.
He was.
He messaged back. He's like, you did it, man. I'm like, I did it. I wrote lyrics.
I did it.
Yeah.
Oh.
First time and last.
Hey, don't say that. Because you know what? I feel like it's funny how we sort of chase those moments that are like, when it hits you out of nowhere and you're not expecting it, but it is like, it's just something. I don't know if it's like an impulse or, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And it seems to happen in the shower quite often. Like I'll get like.
I just take a lot of showers now. Like, come on.
Yeah, just like waiting for it. Is it hot enough? Like what's going on? Like I'm like all wrinkled.
Yeah.
Like, come on, hurry
What the
up.
hell, man?
Yeah, shower thoughts. I feel like that, and for me, it's like the moment right before I go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like if I can't quite sleep, or if I've been doing something like writing the script, for example, and then I'll like try and put it away, and I'll be like, okay, I need sleep now. I need sleep.
Yeah.
And I'll sort of lie there, and then things will trickle through.
Yeah.
And it's like, and you just get up and write it, and then
Yeah, it's true. Like right before bed. It's so handy having your notes app now and
voice
on
memos.
your phone, your voice memos. Yeah, I think I've got lots of ideas in there.
Yeah, me too. Like,
and then you totally
hundreds.
forget about them. And I'm inspired, man. I can't wait. I'm going to record some more music, I think.
Send me some stuff, you know.
Yeah, I will. Yeah,
Send you a beat back. You never know.
yeah,
You know what I
dude.
mean?
Yeah. Nick, my cousin, he's got so many ideas, and I don't know why I'm not utilizing that. I've got no excuses now. But you know what? I put things off for a long time, and then when I'm like, okay, now I'm doing it, I do it. I bloody do it. You know what I mean? So maybe I'm just waiting for that mountain.
strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll happen. Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm quite the same.
Yeah.
Sort of, doing the film sort of really has taught me to be more timely and and set goals and sort of be like, okay, the script sort of needs to be locked by this time, and you know, and that's it. And then once you've got it there, and you say to yourself, it's like that it needs to be done. Then then you know you do it. You hold yourself accountable. And,
yes, it makes such a difference because we'll just never tell ourselves it's finished. Otherwise, we'll just always say, there's more to do. There's more to do. But you got when you're working with someone else and they're saying, just send what you've got, and you're like, okay, fine.
Yeah,
I don't like this, and then you send it, and they go, I love this. You know, I guess it's not up to me, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bigger picture.
Yeah,
you know?
that's right. And I really loved doing that, like working like that. You know, having an idea sent to you once they've exhausted their tap, you know. And you know, they'll send an idea, and then that'll spark ideas for me. And then I'll work on it until I'm like, all right, that's all I got. Have it back.
Yeah.
And oh man, it's such a good way to work.
It is.
Yeah.
It's,
Do you ever collaborate with anyone on like music or writing, like anything? Well, obviously you got feedback on your script and stuff.
Yeah, I've in the past I've like done little projects, but I think it's always having the time to sort of sit down and go, okay, well, what are we making? You know what I mean? Sometimes I get a little too caught up in like, right, well, we need to do an EP and it needs to be 5 songs. And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And then you're sort of out of the creative thing.
Yes.
So I think I sort of do it to myself a little bit. But I have this dream of like going. You see those cabins that are like in super remote areas, like those wooden cabins.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. Is I want to like
just lock yourself
set up
away.
a camera. Yeah, and just sort
Bon
of,
Iver did that, didn't he? Yeah.
a lot of people. I saw this video on YouTube of Lizzie McAlpine, and she did that. She's sort of in LA or somewhere in America. She went away with her producer and they locked themselves away and they wrote the whole album. And just having that like documented as well is so cool. I would love to do something like
that sounds amazing, man.
But having the time and
having time to lock yourself in a cabin for a month. Yeah.
And having all the gear as well. I suppose that's the other thing. The gear, the knowledge, it's quite it's accessible, but it does take time. It does take
There's a lot of obstacles. Do you have a setup at home?
I do. I have a desk. I have a little interface, a little setup.
That's all you need, eh?
Use Logic or FL Studio.
Fruity Loops, man. I used to love that.
Yeah. It has like the channel rack.
Yeah.
And you can like input all the drum sounds.
Yeah,
it's the best.
Yeah. It's oh man, that's what Nick and I used to use when we were kids.
Really? Yeah.
Just make these stupid little rap songs when we were kids. Yeah.
I've done that on tour a couple of times. Me and the other Tom, that's our sound engineer. Normally we room together.
Right, yeah.
And I'll just be like making a beat like randomly on like FL Studio, and then he'll just start like spitting like absolute shit.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then we'll just like record it on the phone, and then I'll just add it in the thing, and then I'll just bounce it and just send it to him. It's just, it's just fun.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Man, I'm excited to see what we do, but like I feel like there's some kind of push or collaboration going to happen. I don't know.
Mix. Yeah.
I think we should make it happen.
Yeah, we should.
Without any sort of intention of, without any restrictions or intention, just
see what happens.
And have a muck around. Yeah.
That's it. I think so. I know we spoke about it a while ago.
Yeah.
But I reckon we're about due for it, you know?
Yeah, we're due. Yeah.
We're due for it.
So what's the plan? What's happening now? What do you
The plan.
Where do you go from here, man?
Well, I've got I'm lucky enough to have a few projects to finish off the year.
Yeah.
Another project coming up called Long Flight Home, which is about the Great Australian Air Race. It's based on a
Is that the
novel.
one, the first flight from the UK to Australia?
Well, it's not the first flight, but it was like the first race. So after the war, they sort of came up with this competition to see who could get home to Australia the quickest from the UK.
Yeah, okay.
So it's called Long Flight Home, and doing that in November, and then I've got a few Noasis gigs to finish the year, and
mad.
Then next year I've got my film at the start of the year, and then Taylor and I want to move to Melbourne.
Oh no!
Yeah, I know.
Oh, damn.
But
we're losing a couple of good ones.
We'll be back. I think that's what's so nice.
I mean, no, you know what? That's awesome. God. Make it about me. What a dick.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. How exciting.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that, because I think, especially the music scene in Melbourne as well.
Yeah.
We spoke a little bit about it, but I'm keen to collaborate with artists in Melbourne.
Yeah, dude.
In music as well as acting, of course.
Yeah.
And film.
Yeah.
But
so what's the plan once you get there? Do you know many people there or?
Yeah, my friend Luke Wiltshire's there, and Isabella is there as well, and a few others from Drama Centre. So there's people there, which is really nice. Good. And I think in the long term, I'd really like to work back in the UK. I'd really like to be on a BBC drama and sort of really sort of give that a go, because I think personally it's some of the best writing in the world.
Yeah.
And given my position, I have a UK passport, and I can do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm very, very privileged to have that as well.
Yeah.
So it's really long term. I'd love to do a stint in the UK, and man.
You're going to be watching this video back one day and being like, I did it.
Yeah, well, that would be quite cool.
Yeah.
I think that's what, I mean, I was excited to come on the podcast, but I also thought that it's quite a cool little timestamp as well.
Yeah.
Sort of where we are in our careers.
Yeah,
and then,
man. Yeah.
You know, in a year's time or whenever, we can sort of look back on it and be like, oh, remember when I thought that, you know, I wasn't any good at this, and then you know, now I've done that thing that, you know.
How nice.
So
yeah, one day you'll be calling in from the UK online, doing another episode.
Or you, man. Where are you going to be? You could be anywhere.
I'm not leaving this room, mate.
I'm locked in.
I'll listen to System of a Down in here.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'll be. Who knows?
But that's what's cool.
I have
That's
no
what's
idea.
really cool about it, you know.
Yeah, but I, as you said, like this is a nice little timestamp, but it's also for me, this is a diary. You know, this is where I'm at right now, and I kind of get to document what's happening and expressing that to the people that I get to chat to. You know, So we'll just follow the white rabbit. You know what I mean?
Down the rabbit hole, yeah.
Yeah. So how's the pre-production going for Core then?
It's good. We had a production meeting yesterday.
Oh, awesome.
That went really well.
Nice.
And I feel like we've got this really great team of collaborators, and it's really funny because writing is such a solitary experience.
Yeah.
So, you know, you spend so long and you can picture the story perfectly in your head, but then as soon as, you know, you open it to other people, they add their little, you know, bits of spice and sweet. And it really just like blossoms, which is really cool.
Is it hard to like hand over sort of any sort of creative control over something that you've made like that?
A little bit.
Or putting your trust in other people, but then witnessing them actually, put their sort of their angle on things and their 2 cents in, and handing over trust, it must be kind of terrifying, right?
It is a little bit, but I think it is about that trust, and it's about sort of knowing the people and sort of having similar creative visions and goals and desires. And ultimately, I created the film because I wanted to have a really good showreel.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
genius. Yeah. Honestly,
as arrogant as that sounds, I guess, but
no, not at all. It's a great thing to do.
Yeah, so that's it at its center, but I also want it to do well as a film as well,
of course,
and sort of it's sort of hand in hand, because if the film's great, then it'll be in festivals and hopefully and it'll be showcased, and then that sort of helps with the whole. Yeah, it's a showreel, but also showcasing, you know, the actors that we have, which is a gift. Yeah, you know? But it is hard. It is hard to sort of handball stuff over and collaborate. But you know, you've got to kill your darlings sometimes. You do, and just because if you've created the right team and the right environment, then everyone will want to make it the best possible thing. Yeah. So it's like just find the right people. Yeah, and the people that want to support you and that, you know, believe in the project ultimately, and hopefully it'll go somewhere. But it's really interesting sort of diving into this writing world or sort of screenwriting world, because now I watch movies alongside the screenplay. I don't know if you do that. Really? Yeah.
Oh, that's an awesome idea.
Yeah. So I
haven't thought of that.
There's a website. This is for everyone. This is the secret sauce. Yeah. There's a website called Script Slug, I think. And it has like tons and tons and tons of screenplays. Awesome. So go on there, search it up. Yeah. It's more than likely that it will be there.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, like the other day, for example, I watched Nosferatu. Yeah. With the screenplay alongside. And it's so interesting how things don't line up and scenes are rearranged and you have the writer's intention, but as soon as a team jumps on board, it sort of it blossoms into this other thing, and you're reading it, and you know, as a creative, you're like, oh, I felt like that worked really well, or I wonder why they sort of chose that, or you know what I mean? It's such an interesting thing. You should try it.
So yeah, I definitely will. That's awesome. Screen Slug, is that what you said?
Script Slug.
Script Slug. And that must be kind of difficult as well as the writer of your film, and having a director collaborate with you and to sort of give in to the idea that it might change, it might evolve. Or how much creative agency are you willing to let go of, do you think, in your film?
I think whilst we're in pre-production, I'm sort of still with it, but I'm more interested in the acting aspect. So as soon as we get to principal, it's going to be very much, that's your thing. That's why that's why I want you here. And I've got to focus on my thing, because I need the performance to be, you know, as good as it can be. Yeah. So I think that will be quite freeing as well.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to have people that I trust and that, you know, want the best for it. So it's exciting, man. It's all new territory for me. But yeah, I hope that I can, you know, collaborate with people and create opportunities. And that's it. At the end of the day, it's like a really good way to network.
People, I think people are just happy to be making stuff, you know. So thanks for making something, you know. Thanks for writing something, you know. Yeah, man. I'm so excited to see this film. I'm so glad you're writing, and mate, you're like a Renaissance man, you know. You go
No, well, we spoke about it before, but I feel like you sort of have to dip your toes into a few things.
You do,
to try and create work for yourself and create opportunities. But by no means am I, you know, any good at any of them yet. But I strive to be, the best that I can be, and I want to collaborate, and I want to, you know, my mind at the moment is like, it's working overtime, so it's ready. I've actually got you in mind for something.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, we'll see how this first thing goes.
I'm busy.
When is it?
I think I'm washing my cat that day. Oh, hell yeah! Thanks, man.
Yeah, it could be really cool.
Hell yeah, man.
But yeah, I'm really grateful for the people that I've met this year. I think it was such an interesting experience because I did a lot of reaching out in the first year that I left.
Yeah.
But then in the second year, sort of, I'd done a few projects. Clearly, some form of reputation had been created into the fact that, you know, people started reaching out.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's such a valuable thing, you know. We're so quite self-conscious about, well, I am, about reaching out. But then I'm like, but if someone messages me asking me a question, or, you know, saying like, hey man, like I'd love to do this. You're gassed. You're like, man, this is crazy. So for me, it was definitely sort of like, how do I switch my mindset to be like, you know, I'm going to send that message, and I'm going to, you know, not in a kiss ass way, but, you know, as a point of connection and a point of
How many people just don't end up pressing send and never find the opportunities for themselves, you know? So send the message, man.
Send the message.
Yeah.
Send the message.
You hear that, kids?
Send the message.
Send the message.
I sort of wanted to ask you about, if you have time.
Go for it, man.
At what point did you sort of decide to sort of pick up the content stuff? Because content is really important in sort of like the marketing.
I guess it is, yeah. I mean, it's helped.
Helped, yeah, definitely. I'd say so. Well, I think it just puts you out there. Do you know what I mean? It just puts you above everyone else that's doing it.
Yeah.
And I say this because I look at the stuff you do and I'm like, it's really high quality. It's really sort of engaging as well. And it's you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And that was quite inspiring for me. Because
I
did like I don't know if you saw, but I sort of did like a piece of camera explaining my film.
Yes, I did see that. It's really good.
Oh, thanks. Anyway.
Did you put all that together?
Yeah, I edited all that stuff.
You got all the skills, man.
Well, likewise.
But it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know? And it's kind of it's really overwhelming for actors, I think, because I don't think it's completely necessary, you know. I think it's just like, you know, you and me happen to have some technical skills, I think, in filmmaking, and we're not experts necessarily, but we you know, we can work a camera and edit something, you know. But I think it's a shame that content creation is so necessary as if you want to pursue acting at the moment.
It is such a double-edged sword because
it is.
I look at like my sort of acting idols or inspirations, and none of them are on social media because it is so toxic in a way. And I agree. And I don't know about you, but I sort of go in flows. Flows of sort of like, it's really cool and I'm inspired and I want to create this stuff, and then I'm like, God, I want to throw my phone in the lake. You know, like
I mean, I hate social media. I mean, I wake up every day and the first thing I do is watch a video on Donald Trump, and I just I'm like, great, now he's just ruined my day. You know,
that's how you start your day. It's super,
awesome. Okay, wow, what a horrible world. And then I have to like, all right, what am I doing? You know, what am I doing with my day? You know, what am I excited about? You know, but on the other hand, it is such an important tool that we can use to connect with people that we probably thought were on another planet that was totally inaccessible, you know, and to communicate your voice to whatever audience you are building. And as actors, we probably should be putting something out there, at least telling people what we're up to, or, you know, sharing a quick
Snippet
chat
of
to
a show reel,
or chat to camera and telling your followers what you're thinking about at the moment. And,
Yeah,
you know,
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's that thing. As long as it's you,
yeah,
then
that's it.
Then it will read.
Yeah,
You know, people can smell dishonesty or
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
I've mentioned this before, but it was the one thing that I wasn't really putting out there on social media before I started doing like video content. I was just posting pictures, but people want to connect with the person, not the idea of the person, you know? So I started telling stories about, you know, the Better Man stuff was just some, you know, succinct storytelling. Hey, by the way, this cool thing happened and this is how it happened and why it happened and what I did about it, you know. And
you know, when you did them, did you like write a script and did you do the voiceover first? How did you go about
No,
that?
I did not plan on doing that
Okay.
at all. I literally, the first one where I'm just speaking to camera, that was it. Just
And then
me.
you added the-
I just like, you know, like
Yeah.
a sort of podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
I just said, so here's how I did this. This is what happened. And I literally just told the whole story. And then I thought, because, you know, I was working as a window cleaner, which is true. And I thought, oh, it'll be cool to like have me like doing that. It'll be a cool transition. And then I shot that with my sister-in-law. And I was like, oh, that looked pretty sweet. And I'm like, oh, maybe I could just act out more things. So I just kept adding things and just getting more and more ideas. And it just grew into this minute-and-a-half reel or minute-long reel. And I was like, oh, that was pretty fun. And then I shot myself in the foot because I was like, I need to do another one.
Follow for part two.
Yeah, follow for part 2. And I hadn't even started part 2.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
But it was so, like, you know, writing, sometimes sometimes setting a restriction to yourself and saying you have to put out a part 2 next week, even if you don't have any idea yet, it forces you to come up with some ideas, you know. You know, the Live Forever video, and I sort of referenced
That's what I
that on
wanted
the
to
chair.
ask you, man. Who was holding the chair? Was it you?
My mates, Jack and Hayden,
Yeah.
who I went to high school with,
They were holding you on the chair.
they were
weren't they?
holding me on the chair, and Shay, my other friend, she she wheeled a wheelie bin up to the chair, and I climbed onto that. And Jack and Hayden, I probably still have the footage. They held the chair, and then I like climbed onto the chair. She ran out of the shot with the wheelie bin, and I just went, maybe. And I'm like, all right, bring it back. And Jack's going, fucking
Hurry up.
yeah. And it was about a 5-second shot. And then she wheeled it back. She's like, oh, shit.
It worked though, dude.
Yeah,
It worked.
yeah. But
Like,
poor Jack and Hayden, they I think I destroyed their
arms, like,
shoulders.
shaking,
yeah.
yeah.
But that was me in one of my manic phases where I'm like, okay, guys, I got an idea. I actually have an idea for this video. We have to do it right now. I've got the chair. I found the chair on the side of the road. We have to do this right now. And I got the wig. I got the wig for $20 off the costume shop. It was the only costume shop that was open on a Sunday. And they're like, oh, all right. It's one of those things where you're like, hey, we're doing something for me right now. I don't care what you're doing with your day.
Yeah.
Right now is about me.
Yeah.
And they know that version of Chris.
But it works.
They're like, oh, here he is.
Not him again.
Yeah.
But that's it. It works. And like that shot for me was so cool because I knew exactly where it was from as well.
The
So
Oasis
it's
fans
so
know
like,
it,
yeah, it's so.
But the day before, I was like trying to think. I had something in my head about that shot, about referencing that music video, and I was like talking to my dad. I'm like, what if like I'm on the chair and like, we mount it to the wall, but then the chair breaks and I fall, and I'm like, Dad, how can we make like a contraption? You know, he's just like, you can't. I'm like, you're no help. I'll think of something else then. Anyway, so, but I literally had no ideas for that, you know. No. But I like that. I like the restriction of that. But then, you know, I did those 3, and I was really proud of those.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I can't do that every week.
No,
you know?
yeah. I mean, that was an exception, though.
It was,
that was like,
well, it's one of those things. You're like, when something interesting happens like that in your life, and you can find a way to use it as a promotional tool. Like, go hard with it.
Yeah.
But that's why I started this, because this is like, it takes the pressure off me. I can just learn from my peers and we can clip this up in content mine, and there you go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because we were lucky enough to be on Rage.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Which was crazy.
Yeah.
Because you just get this email one day, and you don't know if it's like scam or nothing.
I
it's
gotta
like,
check my junk mail.
Yeah. It's like, So then we flew to Sydney, but I again documented all of it because I feel like it was such an experience like the one you've had, where it was like, well, I have to document now. I have to sort of create a story around it, because it just doesn't happen to everyone. So it is worth sharing.
Good, do it, man.
Yeah,
put it together.
Yeah, I will. I think it's showing.
Oh, it's
next
not
month.
out yet.
We're not out. Yeah,
it's out in October. Yeah.
Yeah, when they get here. It's all
Hell
gonna
yeah,
happen.
dude.
It's all gonna happen.
Where are you seeing them? We're talking about Oasis, by the way.
Yeah, sorry.
Obviously.
Back to Oasis.
Where are you seeing them? Which concert are you going to?
Melbourne on the Friday.
Yeah, I'm going to Sydney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh man, I'm so excited, dude.
I'll be in Sydney. I've got a private gig on a sounds so wanky, but we've got a gig on a yacht on like a boat. We're playing like an acoustic unplugged on the day of the Sydney gig.
Yeah.
So sort of like a pre-show, sort of like party celebration type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're playing, there's like
Are you going to be looking out for them? Do you reckon
maybe. Well, we'll be like floating around in the harbour.
Yeah.
Playing like, some tunes and that. But yeah.
Well,
we'll be on the lookout. So
that's good. I hope you put it together.
Yeah. I will eventually once they
There's
announce that.
just so much to do though. There's so much work constantly. This has become every day, editing every day. It's but
That's it.
I love it. I'm really proud of what we're putting together here. And it's a nice, as you said, it's a where did you?
Yeah, like a timestamp.
Yeah, it's a nice timestamp. Yeah, of where we all are.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah,
and it'll be interesting to look back one day.
Definitely.
I can't stop looking at that poster of Noel Gallagher and looking at you.
Shut up.
And just thinking they should have cast you.
Why? You were great.
Oh, fuck off, Con. That's what I said.
Yeah, but that clip of freaking Robbie Williams, man.
Yeah,
it's like,
it was all worth it.
That is.
You look, and the hair and everything, man.
You acted
They got so lucky with the hair, man. He's like, I literally lost my hair after that.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks. I did need an eye, yeah.
You look good though, man. And you acted alongside what was his name? Leo.
Leo Harvey Elledge, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a legend, man.
Was he all right? Yeah.
He's the funniest dude.
Yeah.
All right, man. So where can we find you on social media? Are you plugging yourself or?
You can find me at Tom Spiby on Instagram. All one word.
Sweet as.
Plain and simple.
That's it.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Thanks for having me.
Dude, thanks so much for being here. That was a great chat.
Yeah, it was really good.
I feel like we needed to catch up. We
Definitely
haven't really had a good chance to.
We've always been in
chew
passing,
the fat.
but it's been nice.
Cool, man. Legend. Thanks, brother. Dude, thank you so much, man.
Yeah. There you have it, guys. Just a couple of Gallaghers, a couple of Noels. Thanks for coming on, man. That was a really nice chat. Yeah, as I said, please follow him on Instagram at Tom Spiby. Follow Core Film at core_film. And check out all the stuff that he's up to. He's very creative and very busy with all his creative work. If you like the show, please share this episode. Also, one thing you can do if you want to help the show out, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave a positive review. Write something nice about the show. Don't leave a negative review. If you don't like the show, just send me a DM and tell me that you hate it, or listen to my other podcast, Go Fuck Yourself. All right, guys, that's it from me. I'll see you next week. I'm about to have a break. I don't know if I have a break this week, but I've got a couple of really good episodes coming up. But I think I'll call it a season pretty soon, and I'll have a couple of weeks off. But maybe I'll do a couple more episodes, and then we'll have a little break for the season, because, I need to sort of get some sleep. I've been editing for, 12 weeks straight. If you haven't caught up on other episodes, make sure you go back and listen to the other 9 episodes. There's some really, really good stuff on there, really talented guests. I'm really proud of the work that we're doing here, guys. Thanks to all the guests that have come on so far, and thanks everyone for listening. You guys have just been so amazing and supportive, so I really appreciate that. All right, that's it from me. I will see you next week. My name is Chris Gunn, and hey, go pluck yourself.